What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to the video, and we have a confirmation of a Nintendo Direct on Wednesday, February 29. That is tomorrow. Yes, Nintendo Direct is happening. I want to go over the official announcement and then what you can expect, some predictions, some stuff. This is going to be pretty hype. Yes, I will be streaming the show. Yes, I will be covering the show. Yes, I'll have all the whatever stuff that you guys want me to cover whenever the show is happening. So don't worry about that, guys. It's all going to be right here. It will be a lot of fun. It's going to be hype. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's just going to be awesome. But let's go ahead and get into the official announcement first. Tune in at 2/9 at 2 p.m. PT for a hashtag Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information mainly focused on hashtag Nintendo Switch games launching in the first half of 2022. Bam! You can watch it right there on the Nintendo site. You can also watch it right here. I'll be live streaming it, so it should be a lot of fun. Nintendo put that out on Twitter, and yeah, it looks like some of the rumors were true. Look, we got to give it to Samus Hunter, all right? I kind of made a little bit of fun yesterday talking about some things when it comes down to it, but it seems like there was some information that she did have right. So I was wrong on that one, but hey, look, February 9th, there is going to be Nintendo Direct. That's tomorrow. That's Wednesday. As the time that I'm recording this video. Of course, if you're watching it later, then you know, well, it's going to be on Wednesday. Okay, going to be on Wednesday, 2 p.m. PT. That is 5 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. So wow, this is going to be big. So what can we expect at this show? So let's break down all of the little things that we've heard about here and there and that I've covered on the channel. So Fire Emblem, that is like the big thing that almost everyone is talking about. Some of the insiders and people are talking about. Fire Emblem should be here. Nintendo has had a history of announcing Fire Emblem in February, okay? Even like the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, which was just Fire Emblem for the Nintendo Switch, that was announced in February at a Fire Emblem Direct. Nintendo likes to announce Fire Emblem games early in the year, and then hopefully they launch, you know, later that time period, or like later that like year or whatever it is. So yeah, I do think that Fire Emblem will be announced. You should expect a new announcement, maybe even multiple games in the Fire Emblem series. We've been hearing about a potential spin-off, so like let's say a Fire Emblem Warriors, a remix, let's say like another Fire Emblem Echoes type of game like Shadows of Valentia, but for the Nintendo Switch and a different time period, so like Genealogy of the Holy War, and then also a new game as well, so like Fire Emblem Three Houses, but not in the same vein, but you know, a new game in the series pushing things forward. So I do think that, yeah, we're going to get a new Fire Emblem game or Fire Emblem game. So expect that to be there. I would be shocked if it's not. Now let's get into some other stuff too that I've talked about. Xenoblade. We know it's been multiple years since any brand new Monolith Soft project. I'm not as confident with Xenoblade at this Nintendo Direct. I feel a little bit more comfortable just because there's been talk about some technical issues that they're dealing with, but they have to just kind of get through that. So maybe that things got delayed. So maybe Xenoblade's at this one, maybe Xenoblade's at E3, or maybe it's even at the fall later in the year Direct. I'm not really sure where that's going to slide in, but don't be surprised if we see something from Monolith Soft. Maybe, just maybe, we get a new IP drop out of nowhere from Monolith Soft, or maybe we get a Xenoblade Chronicles X announcement with a trailer for the next one or a teaser for the next game. There is a lot that could happen with Monolith Soft at this, so I don't want to rule out anything, but I'm not necessarily really confident about it. Now, another thing that I talked about recently was the 1-2 Switch rumors that are going around there. Zippo did talk about that. There's been a lot of talk about 1-2 Switch potentially getting a sequel, 2-4 Switch or something like that. So we don't really know, but yeah, there's been rumors surrounding that. I did talk about it recently on the channel as well, so maybe we should expect something like that. And pretty much when it comes to that, that's it. Now we can talk about some of the games that we've discussed before, right? Obviously Splatoon 3, that's definitely going to be there at the show. They're probably going to give us a date, maybe even a global test fire / demo, some times for that, some more information on the single player, what you can do with the multiplayer. So I think Splatoon 3 is definitely going to be there as well. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Now I think that this game is going to be there in some capacity, maybe giving the official title of the game. I think that Nintendo's being ridiculously secretive with this title, and I get it. You don't want to give up anything. If the game is coming out this year, I think it's okay for us to know the title. I think it's okay for us to know the title. Now, if the game is not coming out this year, then okay, you can be secretive all the way until maybe a fall direct or something like that. But if the game is going to be at this direct, which I think there's a slight chance that it will be, I think that they finally give us a name drop and then also reconfirm that it's 2022. Now, another thing that we could see is the first maybe footage, first something of Metroid Prime 4, a development update, something on this game, just because they've kind of hinted like, hey guys, you know, like we're still working on it, like don't worry, but you know, it's happening. But Metroid Dread was awesome, you know, that game is doing really well. Now they've got everything Metroid Dread done, right? The sales came out, it's doing really well, it's still selling, everything is good, thumbs up when it comes to Metroid Dread. Now it's time to kind of move on to Metroid Prime 4. And maybe we get a Metroid Prime remaster. That's been talked about. That's been heavily rumored that a Metroid Prime remaster could be coming as well. So that should be something to also look out for. Would be a Metroid Prime remaster announced, and then also a tease of something else. Now, I don't think that there's going to be any type of new hardware, guys. I know some of you guys always ask, is there going to be some type of Switch Pro or new OLED model Switch? I mean, it's always possible, but then it's like usually not, because Nintendo doesn't announce new hardware at these typical Nintendo Directs. They usually go over the games and everything. So I wouldn't expect anything on that front. Now, there's still a number of other games. Bayonetta, for example, I think that game is going to get maybe a date, and maybe we get a bit more information on that game as well. So Bayonetta definitely should be tuning in for that one. I do think that the Kirby 30th anniversary, that's something to where we can get a couple more games being announced, because we know about Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but there's still a bit more that apparently could be happening with Kirby, some smaller end games just for the anniversary of Kirby. So I do think that that's something also to look out for. Also, new games being added or service updates for the Nintendo Switch Online. Maybe there's something else that's added in there as well. Maybe they announced some other stuff with the service. I know they talked about that at the previous one, so maybe there's something else where they talk about maybe new games. Say, hey, we have this lot of games that are coming out or that will be coming out for the service on Sega and also on the N64. And then maybe they also talk about Super Nintendo games too, because they haven't added any Super Nintendo games, or they haven't had any NES games in quite a while. So I definitely think that some service updates or something like that is possible too. And you know what? There is a few more bits of stuff. You know, I wouldn't expect anything, obviously, nothing from Smash Brothers. That's not something that we can really kind of think of. I don't really think there's going to be any type of new 3D Mario game or anything like that. Now, I do think that it's possible, which, you know, this is kind of out there, but it's possible that we do get a 2D Mario announcement. I think that there could be a new style 2D Mario game maybe coming out here. That's kind of what I'm thinking for something like this. That's what I'm thinking for something like this. So you never know. At the end of the day, you never know when it comes down to it. So yeah, 2D Mario could be that. But the things that I really would like to see here, I mean, if there was, you know, this is a long shot prediction, but if there was, like, let's talk about Mario Strikers. I mean, that could be something that would be really cool if it was shown off at this Nintendo Direct, if there was something from there. Also, Golden Sun, that would be really cool. There's been rumors, some murmurs about Golden Sun, but from what I heard, it was a bit far off. So maybe not at this one, but a Golden Sun, maybe like the first couple games remastered on the Nintendo Switch to kind of gauge the interest. If Golden Sun can still be a thing in today's day, that would be really cool as well. But yeah, I would love for there to be a Mario Strikers announcement and also 2D Mario announcement. That would be dope. Then plus, like I said, it would be really good if there'd be like a Golden Sun announcement, some like old school franchise being brought back, F-Zero, something along the lines of that being brought back in the same way that Advance Wars, in the same way that WarioWare Get It Together, some of these older franchises were able to kind of be rejuvenized on the Switch or brought back on the Switch because of just the massive install base. You can sell 1 million copies just when you blink your eye. Like WarioWare Get It Together sold over 1 million, and just, man, just because there's just so many people that own the system. So I do think that those games brought back in some sense could have success. Now, I do want to talk just a bit about a game that I know a lot of you guys are thinking there's no way this could happen, and that's Mario Kart, man. Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart Crossroads, Mario Kart, whatever you want to call it. Do we get the first teaser of a new Mario Kart game coming? I mean, I would hope so, but I think that this would probably be something for E3 or something that they just wait just in general and just say, hey, this is a cross-gen game. You know, I'm not sure if that's something that they're just going to put out there, but man, Mario Kart, I know it's being worked on. I know there's a new Mario Kart, but we might have to just wait a little bit more. Or maybe Nintendo blesses us with some type of Mario Kart announcement, because I think that'd be pretty cool if that was the case. You know, if we got something from there. Maybe there's some Animal Crossing updates as well. We have to wait and see about that. But overall, man, I think that it's going to be a pretty good Nintendo Direct. I think it's going to be a good Nintendo Direct. I think there's going to be quite a number of really solid, good games when it comes to what Nintendo's going to be doing. And man, I cannot wait to see more on it, man. Hopefully we get some more information on like Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I think that's another game that could get some more info. Maybe we get a release date on that one too. So we'll see if that is in the show or not. There's been some rumors about that being delayed. But man, I'm excited. For me, the big takeaways or what I would be like to be super hyped would be obviously Fire Emblem and Monolith Soft. If Fire Emblem, Intelligent Systems, Monolith Soft are there, this is just a 10 out of 10 Direct. So heck, even if Fire Emblem's just there, 10 out of 10. No, I'm joking. It wouldn't be 10 out of 10, but it'd be close to that because Fire Emblem is Fire Emblem, and I've been chomping at the bit for another Fire Emblem game. Like, seriously, man. Like, I've been waiting so long. So we'll see what happens at the show tomorrow. Remember, guys, that is 2/9. That is Wednesday at 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be streaming it right here on PlayerEssence. I'll let you guys know what is going on. We'll have a pre-show. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll get your predictions. So what do you guys think is going to happen at tomorrow's show? What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.